Today's video, I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons you should not move to Gilbert, Arizona. But I brought in a little bit of help. I went to GPT to see what the AI system, what the robots thought when I asked that question, asked them to put together a script for this topic, and I'm going to see what it comes up with. And then I'm going to see, are they right? Are they wrong? And you let me know as well. How do you think this did? What do you think actually is a pro, isn't a con? Does it change your decision on moving to Gilbert or not? And if you are looking to do that, definitely reach out. My contact info is below. It's Rich Brecklin, real broker, your Arizona real estate agent. So let's get into it. So it starts with, hello, welcome to our video on 5 reasons why you should not move to Gilbert, Arizona. Gilbert is a suburb located in the southeast of Phoenix, Arizona, known for its beautiful neighborhoods, great schools, and friendly community. But like any city, it has its downsides. In this video, we'll be discussing 5 reasons why you should think twice before moving to Gilbert. Number 1, high heat and low humidity. Gilbert, like much of Arizona, experiences hot temperatures and low humidity levels. During the summer months, temperatures can reach over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and with the low humidity, it can be difficult for some people to tolerate. If you're not used to the heat, it can take some time to adjust, and even then, it may not be comfortable for you. It's important to consider the weather before making a move to any area. Now, actually, I agree with this, except the low humidity. Who wants to live hot and humid in, that's Florida. Do you want to live, or Mississippi? Do you want to live in hot and humid? If it's going to be hot, I don't want it to be humid. But yeah, it does get hot here, and that is a drawback for some, and a con for some, a negative for some. And if the heat bothers you, don't move here. Simple as that. I'd love to have you. I'd love to help you buy a home here. But the last thing I want is you, for some reason, not understanding that it gets really hot here. Like 110, 115. And the last summer was pretty good. I don't know if we had any days over 110. The summer before, we had quite a few. So just understand that could be a reason not to move here. It gets really darn hot. 2, limited job opportunities. While Gilbert is home to some large companies such as GoDaddy, Infusionsoft, and Banner Health, job opportunities are generally limited in comparison to larger cities like Phoenix and Scottsdale. This is not only due to the size of the city, but also the industries present. If you're looking for a career in a specific field, it is important to research the job market and see if Gilbert is right for you. Honestly, that was going to be one of my cons that I was writing. So Gilbert, they do have GoDaddy and Infusionsoft and Banner Health. Now, a lot of my clients, they bought here, they moved here, but they work for, Intel, or they work at the Facebook data center. So again, they don't have that huge employer base like Scottsdale and Phoenix, but you're not living there. You want to live in Gilbert. So yeah, that would be a con. If you want to have, that strong job opportunity where you live, then Gilbert may not be for you. Let's keep going here. Number 3, the high cost of living. Housing prices and cost of living in Gilbert are higher than national average. According to a recent study by Niche, the cost of living in Gilbert is about 17% higher than a national average. This can make it difficult for some people to afford to live there, especially if you're on a tight budget. Honestly, I don't disagree there. So home prices here, average house, right around 700-ish, 600, depending on what you're looking for. So it's going to cost you more to live here than it would, say, in Goodyear. So Gilbert, it is going to cost you a little bit more to live here to own a home, and rent is it's up there as well. I had someone asking for a 3-bed, 2-bath rent, and they were looking at $2,500, give or take. So again, it's also very local, and not just city, state, but also neighborhood, depending on where you want to be. Number 4, limited nightlife and entertainment options. Gilbert is a relatively small city, and it may not have the same level of nightlife and entertainment options as larger cities. While it does have a few bars and restaurants and movie theaters, it doesn't have the same variety of options as a city like Phoenix. If you're someone who enjoys a lively nightlife, Gilbert may not be the place for you. This I don't really agree with. Now, yes, we're not Phoenix. We have 270,000 people, give or take. Phoenix has over a million. So again, depending on what you're looking to do, but there are a lot of great restaurants. I'm not a club guy, but there are a lot of bars, a lot of things to do. If you've ever been in the Heritage District downtown Gilbert at night on a Friday, you'll see how busy it is and how many options there are. You could head to Epicenter near Agrotopia and go to Undertow. So there are a lot of options. So I would say that's wrong. Unless you're looking for the off the wall 4 a.m. club. I would say this, if I was 23 years old and no kids, not married, then maybe I wouldn't want to live in Gilbert. I'd want to live somewhere that was a little bit more nightlife centric. I would say Gilbert isn't necessarily based on it. Then maybe I would look at Phoenix or Scottsdale. Let's go to number 5. This will be our last one. Limited public transportation. Gilbert does not have a strong public transportation system, which can make it difficult for some people to get around without a car. While the Valley Metro does offer bus service to Gilbert, it's not as extensive as a service in larger cities like Phoenix. This can make it challenging for those who rely on public transportation to get to work or appointments. ChatGPT, they love to compare Gilbert to Phoenix apparently, but honestly, they're right. The public transportation here sucks. So if you rely on public transportation, honestly, I would not recommend Gilbert. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend too many places unless you lived, Roosevelt Row or an area that is right near, the rail or a bus stop. But yeah, if you need public transportation, I would not move to Gilbert. So they're pretty accurate there. And wrapping up, let's see how they end this. Of course, every city has its own pros and cons, and what works for one person may not work for another. Gilbert has a lot to offer, like great schools, friendly community, high quality of life, and affordable housing. It's also a great place to raise a family and enjoy the outdoors. However, it's important to do your research and consider all factors before making a decision. Agreed? Before moving to Gilbert or anywhere else, it's essential to visit the area and see if it's right for you. Honestly, I agree with all that. Before we moved here, we visited, even though we already were moving here, but we still came and visited because we were excited. And if you are looking to move here and you want me to be your eyes because you don't have time to visit, happy to do that. I've done driving tours for clients directly where I've done voiceover, let them know about the area. But again, let me know what you think. How did ChatGPT do? You want to see more of these type of videos where I ask the computer to tell me what it thinks, and then you decide. You let me know how they did. But again, it's Rich Brecklin, Real Broker. Reach out, love to help you. Watch this next video. See you on the next one.